is Orson Welles speaking, bringing you now a story called Unseen Alibi. There can be no more splendid pageantry in the world, I guess, than the famous Trooping of the Color. They do it in London every June for the Queen's birthday and for a couple of million tourists. June in London is a fine month for tourists and for Londoners. It's the month, for instance, of the Royal Ascot races, where the hats often outweigh the horses. And it's the month of Wimbledon, where it's so hard to get a seat, unlike Hyde Park, where King Henry VIII used to hunt deer and anything else that moved. Well, out of those 2 million pouring into London this June, we picked one particular tourist. And here he comes, a young American named Jerry Norton. A famous wit named Oscar Wilde once told a customs man that he had nothing to declare but his genius. Well, Jerry has nothing to declare but his love for an elegant English fashion model, Janet, who invited him over. He doesn't know her very well as yet, just well enough to want to give up his freedom and marry her. You'll get to know about her soon. And as for his freedom, well, he'll have to work pretty hard for that, too.
Captain?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Listen, baby. When you get to London, come and see me as soon as possible. We'll have lunch at my apartment. I'll be dying to see you.
Your cab. Your cab, sir.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Okay. Sorry, sir, this one's taken.
Thank you. Could you tell me the exact time?
1:30, sir. That's London time.
Thank you.
What address was it?
101 Beechwood Court, Kensington.
101 Beechwood Court, Kensington.
And thank you.
Thank you, sir.
When you arrive, go straight through the main entrance. Now, there's no need to speak to the hall porter. Go straight upstairs to the first floor and you'll see 2 doors. Mine's on the right. Don't ring. Just push the door and come in.
Janet?
I'll probably be in the kitchen. If not, look for me.
Janet? 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 I wonder if we might have a word, sir. Mr. Norton, Inspector.
So you're an American, Mr. Norton.
Yeah?
One of our summer visitors, I believe you told the sergeant.
Well, I'm not a tourist, if that's what you mean. I just came here to visit a friend.
Quite so. And you have been in this country exactly 2 hours and 20 minutes so far.
Have I? Well, I'm sure you're right. Anyhow, just long enough to kill a man I never saw in my life before.
Please sit down, Mr. Norton. You won't mind answering a few questions for us, I'm sure.
Of course I'll answer your questions. But I've got a couple of questions of my own. How is it that the police were at the door right at the very moment when I was walking out? Why would they arrive if they didn't already know something had happened?
But they did know they had been telephoned.
Telephone?
By a neighbor, Mr. Burford, who lives in the flat opposite. He happened to look out of his window and he saw the attack. In summertime, Mr. Norton, we Londoners like to keep our windows open.
Well, he certainly didn't see me. Did he give you a description?
Well, the description could fit you very well, Mr. Norton. You're a New Yorker, sir?
Yes, if it makes any difference. So your men were called here?
And arrived just in time to find you leaving.
And what time was that?
What time is what, Mr. Norton?
What time were your police called to come here?
In this country, Mr. Norton, it is customary for the police to ask the question.
Well, maybe so, but if I was back at my hotel at the time that call came in, you won't have many questions to ask, will you?
True, absolutely true. Sergeant?
Yes, sir. Well, while we're waiting, perhaps you can think of a single idea why I should come all the way to London to murder a perfect stranger.
Yes, or even why you should be found in his apartment, Mr. Norton.
His apartment?
Certainly.
Oh, no. This apartment belongs to a lady.
This is the London home of Sir Charles Dobson, or the late Sir Charles Dobson. Do tell me about this lady.
Well, I was invited here by... no, wait. This is 101 Beechwood Court, Kensington, W8, right?
Yes, it is.
And it's the first floor and the right-hand apartment?
Exactly.
Well, this is the apartment of Miss Janet Marshall. Excuse me. Sorry, take it easy. Excuse me, Inspector.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is Miss Janet Marshall. She's one of your top fashion models in London. I met her 3 weeks ago in New York, and I plan to marry her very soon.
To marry her? Oh, she's a... Well. Sergeant?
Sir?
I'm sorry to trouble you, but have you by any chance come up with anything yet?
Yes, sir. The attack in number 101 Beechwood Court was reported to Kensington Police Station at 1:55 p.m. precisely, sir.
1:55, 5 to 2. Where were you at 5 to 2, Mr. Norton?
I was in a taxi. I left the hotel at 1:30.
Are you sure of that?
Yes, I'm exactly sure because I checked my watch and reset it for London time. And it took at least a half an hour to get here.
How do you know that, Mr. Norton?
Because we got caught in a traffic jam. The cabbie was grumbling because he couldn't get around it.
Can you produce this, cabbie, Mr. Norton?
Can I? That's ridiculous. How could I do that?
Yes, it is very difficult, I know, sir. It was just a thought. I mean, I would like to meet the man who could make such incredibly bad time.
In other words, you don't believe me?
Even in my antiquated jalopy, Mr. Norton, I can get from Park Lane to High Street, Kensington in 20 minutes. Well, leaving at 1:30, you could certainly be here by, say, 5 to 2, which would tie up with the phone call. My men arrived here at 2:10, 15 minutes later, just in time to find you leaving.
But look, even if I had killed this unfortunate gentleman at 5 to 2, why would I hang around until 10 past before getting out?
Yes, that is very true, sir. On the other hand, why should you hurry? I mean, you couldn't possibly know that you had been overlooked, could you?
So in other words, I have to prove that I arrived after it happened.
Well, that would certainly be a great help, Mr. Norton. What about the hall porter? Did he see you?
No, he was watching television.
Anyone else see you?
Inspector, this is all a mistake. It's got nothing to do with me. I've come to the wrong place, I've got the wrong address, and I've gotten involved in something.
Yeah, well, that is the other problem, Mr. Norton. You see, you have come to the right place. I mean, this is the house of Miss Janet Marshall, the lady that you hope to marry. That being her professional name, of course. And Sir Charles Dobson was her husband.
Inspector, I had no idea that Janet Marshall was married. Can't you believe that?
I'd like to believe it, Mr. Norton. I really would. It is a little hard to swallow if you knew her as well as you say you did.
Well, it may be hard, but it's the truth. I mean, there's an awful lot about this business that's hard to swallow, isn't there? For example, the man was killed in his own bedroom, wasn't he?
Well, you know that, sir.
Yes. Well, if a perfect stranger came over to your apartment unannounced, would you ask him into your bedroom?
I should think that's very unlikely.
Yeah. Well, where would you ask him into?
A hall, living room?
Uh-huh. Well, the very fact that he was found in the bedroom makes it perfectly obvious it was done by someone who knew him well. Inspector, would you take me for an intelligent man?
I should think that's quite possible, sir.
Thank you. Well, if you would check with my hotel, you'll find that I gave the porter this address, and he gave it to the cabbie. Now, would I have done that if I was coming here planning to murder somebody?
Not if you planned it, no, sir. But you may have come over for a little chat. Say about the marital status of Miss Janet Marshall. It's a pretty inflammatory subject, I think you'll agree. And you might have lost your temper.
And stabbed him in the chest.
Yeah, with an American knife made in Pittsburgh.
And my fingerprints are on it.
Yes, I know that, sir. We checked with the outside of your wallet.
Very efficient. But good God, if I had done it, wouldn't I have wiped the fingerprints off the handle?
Well, not if you panicked, no.
If I panicked? You want it every which way, don't you? One minute you say I didn't have to hurry, and now you're telling me I panicked.
There's no accounting for behavior under stress, Mr. Norton. That's always been my experience. Sounds like a lot of teeth in America, 13 letters.
Oh, good.
Well, the facts are all we can rely on, isn't it?
So my only hope is Janet Marshall. Because she's the only one able to confirm the facts that I've given to you. But I don't know where she is. Now, you're the inspector. Why don't you find her?
We don't have to find her, sir. I spoke to her 5 minutes after I got here. A lot of teeth in America. Massachusetts. She telephoned from New York.
From New York?
Yes, to speak to her husband. You must be getting hungry, Mr. Norton.
Matter of fact, I'm sick to my stomach. I've been here for hours, and I think I'm entitled to call a lawyer.
Oh, that is up to you, sir.
Well, thank you very much. Inspector, given your vast experience, isn't it obvious to you that someone planned this whole thing? I certainly didn't plan it, and I didn't do it.
Of course you didn't do it, sir. Now, your remark about the body being found in the bedroom was a great help. And the fact that the front door was unlocked. I said to myself, well, who would have free access to the place without causing suspicion? Servant, perhaps?
Well, was there a servant?
Yes, Mr. Norton, there was a servant. We've just picked him up with £5,000 on him.
All right.
You must have passed him on the way up, sir. Oh, yes, he did it. But the man who paid him, the man who put the finger on you, do you know who that was, sir?
I'll take a wild guess. A man talking to your sergeant out in the courtyard.
Exactly, Mr. Burford, the neighbor who telephoned. Quite a complicated little plan it was, too. You see, for the whole thing to work, you had to be picked up after the killing, yet before you left the building. So, you must have been watched at the hotel.
Watched by who?
Well, we don't know that yet, sir, but I'm sure Mr. Burford will help us. Anyhow, you were seen to leave the hotel, Burford was telephoned, and then he watched for you from his window. As soon as the taxi arrived, he signaled to the servant. Sir Charles was a dead man, and you were the perfect... What's that American expression?
It's fall guy.
Fall guy, yeah.
Yeah, fall guy. I was the perfect fall guy. But I don't understand. This Burford, he didn't know me, and no one even knew I was coming to London.
No one, sir?
No, no one. Well, except...
I'm afraid so, Mr. Norton. Now, who was it gave you your instructions? Who was it told you how to get in and when? Who was it who telephoned from New York?
But I took her to Kennedy Airport 2 weeks ago.
Did you actually see her get onto the plane, Mr. Norton?
No, she didn't want me to. She said it would bring bad luck.
Bad luck.
But why?
The usual reasons. Sir Charles was a rich man. She was involved with Burford, I'm afraid. Do you know what it was that saved you?
No, do tell.
The hall porter.
The hall porter didn't even see me.
Exactly. And that is now how I knew that you were telling the truth. You see, he was meant to be a key witness. He was meant to see you come sneaking in without announcing yourself.
But Janet told me not to even bother with the porter.
Of course. Because she thought it wasn't possible for you to sneak in without being seen. But you weren't seen. And so the whole plot failed.
Because I wasn't seen.
No, because of why you weren't seen. You see, the hall porter happens to be a tennis fanatic, and he told me that he switched on television to watch Wimbledon at 2 o'clock when the first match of the day begins.
So because I remembered that he was watching television...
You must have arrived after 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
Exactly.
Inspector, one last question. Am I free to go?
Of course you can go, Mr. Norton. Sorry you've been troubled.
Oh, no trouble.
No doubt about it. Television's here to stay. But how lucky for Jerry that center court seats are so hard to get. That porter would have been at Wimbledon if he'd been able to get tickets. And by the way, I'm told that Jerry's already reserved 2 seats for him for next June at grossly inflated prices.